This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
Training here and learning what to do. Guys like Scott Wimmer, Brad Keselowski, what they're doing and what they've been experimenting with is changing their shifting pattern. So a third gear turn now has become a fourth gear turn. A second gear turn has become a third gear turn. Caution is out, and so far it's worked for some of these drivers.
Well, and that's because of Justin Marks. He cannot make it back. In fact, now he's totally off course. It's down at the hairpin at the far end. So they'll have to send a wrecker out and pull Justin in.
Marty, Jack was telling us about the different gear ratios now. It's almost like giving yourself your own traction control. You know, you got a lot more power.
They may be wet, but they are happy. Standing in the turn 1 and 2 section as their man has just taken over the position and moved into third.
Guys, one thing I've noticed, we just had a shot of the 32 car, the sway bar. He has unhooked the sway bars in the front and the back of the car. Pappas is off course now.
Pappas is off into the barrier. And a full course caution has come out here as we are working lap 30 of 74. Pappas was running second.
And he is stuck in the mud right now, can't get out of that grass. He's pinned against that wall.
You can see the tire marks right here at the lower of the screen, just right in.
Yeah, just slid right off. And the problem is he's going to get pulled out. He'll go a lap down because of that.
So Max, who started second last year, started second this year.
Some advice on how to take turn 6 and turn 1 a little bit wider when it comes to the rain. Then, of course, there is Scott Pruitt. That team came in here with some very high expectations. So far, they've been running pretty well and expect to compete for this win. The big problem they're facing right now, visibility. Next time down pit road, they're going to adjust the windshield wiper. The blade right now not functioning at all. Meanwhile, Marcus Ambrose, your leader, having trouble.
He has gone off course, and here comes Jacques Villeneuve smelling blood. Ambrose looks like he may actually still hold on to the race lead.
They really figured out that they could pull the pin on that rear sway bar about the same amount of times it takes to fill it up. Here comes our leader.
Race leader Marcus Ambrose now pulls into pit lane for what will be his final stop. Remember, it is a dredgingly slow 30 miles an hour down pit lane, and Marcus has to go all the way to the Ward's pit out. Vince, you're there. This was early in the race as our first ever rain event in NASCAR history. He takes the lead, but then slides off and still manages to stay out front. But then the trouble. He goes too fast into pit lane, has to serve a pass-through penalty. But believe it or not, despite all this, with the heavy downpour and all the other problems everybody else is having, Marcus is in third. Crew chief, oh no! Jacques Villeneuve with damage under the caution. I mean, this nose got punched in like it was at the Friday night fights that were here in town last night.
He just slid up underneath somebody. That's what happened. He didn't see somebody, and I thought that was a problem when he come on pit road. He couldn't see. So now he just run over somebody.
Wow. Well, we'll follow up on that story because that is definitely changing the complexion video of it. But the word we got from outside on the track was that one of the cars checked up. He couldn't see, and that might be the car that ended up getting the other end of this deal.
That's a pretty good indication, I'd say, right there, because, I mean...
Oh, it's over? They just said it's over. All right, so it was a great race, a lot of fun, and see y'all next week.
Boy, that's the way to break the news, huh, fellas?
Well, take a look as the 5 car has been told. In fact, they got the word before we got the word. So congratulations are going to go to Ron Fellows and the number 5 team as he picks up his 4th career Nationwide Series win, the other 3 at Watkins Glen. We'll talk to him right here at Circuit Gilles Villeneuve when we return in a very soggy but a very happy day for Ron Fellows. Stay with us.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.